I needed to look at my calendar to make sure the month is not April when I played Phainon. Did Hoyoverse just dump their entire animation budget into this one character? Seriously, with this out-of-this-world animation, he should have been our anniversary 5-star. Forget about power creep for a moment. This is animation creep, 100%. Phainon just made Castoris and her dragon look cute. I guess they want to end the first half of Amphorius' arc with a bang. As in version 3.3 story quest, he was revealed to be a super giga major character. This animation further solidifies that he's the protagonist. I dislike base Phainon's design, but after this transformation, it's pure eyegasm, because he reminds me of Karna from Fate Apocrypha. I've been looping the main theme while writing this script because that post-transformation design is just that good. Well done, Hoyoverse. This design and animation alone will make him a must-pull for a lot of players, regardless of his power level. That's including myself. And that's why in this review video, I will start it with my pulling session. All right, now let's talk about his kit. Phainon is a physical destruction character with a unique ability, transformation. Upon transforming, he deploys a special field called Ruinous Iron Tomb. While inside this territory, all allies leave the battlefield, and every enemy gains a physical weakness. This mechanic is essentially an upgraded version of Acheron's ultimate. The key difference is that Phainon doesn't consume his turn. Instead, he gains 8 extra actions, and once those are used up, his action value will return to where it was when the ultimate was activated. Since these are extra actions, the duration of buffs applied to Phainon does not decrease while he's inside Ruinous Iron Tomb. That's why it's crucial to apply key buffs before activating his ultimate, especially short duration but powerful buffs like Sunday's or Bronya's skill. Now, Phainon doesn't use the conventional energy meter for his ultimate. Instead, he uses point system. He needs 12 core flames to transform, and there are multiple ways to obtain them. Being targeted by buffs or debuffs, including enemy attacks, generating energy, and using his skill while in base form. 12 core flames may seem like a lot, but in practice, it's fairly manageable. His kit includes several tools to help accelerate this process. For instance, one of his traces grants 3 core flames at the end of his transformation, making it easier to activate the second ultimate compared to the first. He can also store up to 3 excess core flames, which are carried over and added to his initial count the next time he exits Ruinous Iron Tomb. So that's how Phainon gathers core flames. Next is what happens after he transforms. Upon transforming, Phainon gains an entirely new set of abilities. Along with them, 2 special meters appear: Scourge and Soul Scorch. Scourge is used to unleash Madara Uchiha's meteor attack after players obtain 4 Scourge points. Soul Scorch, on the other hand, fuels his counterattack. I know the naming might sound overwhelming, but it all becomes much more intuitive once you play him. In short, the usual basic, skill, ultimate configurations are replaced by 3 divine attacks: a blast attack, a counter, and Madara's meteor. The meteor is the most powerful attack, but it requires 4 Scourge points to cast. To build Scourge, Phainon must first use either his blast attack or counterattack. Which one to use depends on the situation. In general, use the blast attack against fewer enemies, and use the counterattack when facing multiple enemies. Why? Because the counterattack grants him Scourge points equal to the number of enemies on the field. However, using this attack forces all enemies to act immediately. This can cause their existing debuffs to expire early, so it comes with risk. Once all 8 extra actions are spent, Phainon performs a final attack, then exits Ruinous Iron Tomb and returns to his base form. Looking at his kit, it's clear what kind of teammates that he wants. Support characters who cannot target him with their abilities won't help him generate core flames, and are therefore less optimal. Among all options, Sunday stands out as his best support. He provides both energy regeneration and advance forward, while also targeting allies directly. Perfect for feeding Phainon core flames. The second support slot offers more flexibility and can be chosen from Robin, Tribby, Ruin Mei, Remembrance MC, or Cypher. Keep in mind that if all other support characters have no Eidolons and no signature light cones, but Ruin Mei already has Eidolon 1 and her signature light cone, then Ruin Mei is the better choice. If Sunday is not available, support characters with advance forward like Bronya and Sparkle can be taken into consideration. For the final team slot, it could be a sustain character for safer play, or a third support for maximum buff stacking and damage potential. After transformation, Phainon has decent survivability, so in well-tuned teams, experienced players might skip a sustain altogether in favor of more damage output. However, for those who aren't as confident with their survivability without a sustain, the top pick is Huohuo, followed by Fushuan, Luocha, and other standard sustain units. Now, let's talk about his gear. The game's Smart Equip system recommends using the Wave Strider Captain Relic set paired with the Arcadia Planar ornaments, both of which were clearly designed with Phainon in mind. And honestly, there's little reason to consider anything else. These sets complement his mechanics perfectly. When it comes to light cones, it's difficult to find a real alternative to his signature. The value it offers is simply too high. After transforming, Phainon's speed is locked to 60% of his base speed, meaning speed stats on relics have very limited impact. Right now, the only way to boost his base speed is through his signature light cone, which makes it incredibly valuable. If you're choosing between Eidolon 1 and the signature light cone, the light cone is the better investment by far. Other alternatives are probably the Destruction Light Cone from the Hertha shop, or the new Light Cone from the Battle Pass. In summary, Phainon is a character worth pulling for. He introduces a fresh gameplay experience with unique mechanics, synergizes well with a wide range of support characters, and even when paired with free or non-limited units, he can still pump out massive damage. Best of all, the more skillful the player, the more value Phainon brings, thanks to his flexible playstyle and potential to run sustainless teams comfortably.